back for another week of the Rick and Jordy Podcast. I'm one half of your host, Jordy.
And I'm the half of your host, Rick. Back for another one. What's popping, y'all?
This is the 4th of July episode. Is that when this is coming out?
Yeah.
Okay. All
About
right,
4th of July, around a day on 4th of July or a day or two after.
Either that's because I about to say I ain't gonna lie to you. These clips ain't getting done until after. I'm just gonna be honest with you because we got some packing to do ourselves.
Exactly. So it's all good.
Yeah, but whenever y'all watching this, it's around 4th of July. So happy 4th of July. Celebrate, enjoy yourselves, drink responsibly.
Drink responsibly. Eat some good food.
Yeah, for sure. What you doing for the 4th?
You know what? I'm not too sure. The 4th is the 7th is a year anniversary. So I think we'll be, celebrating that over the long weekend somehow. Mm-hmm. So, but for the 4th, probably just go and watch fireworks somewhere. Nothing too crazy. Okay.
Yeah. Do you pop fireworks anymore?
No, no. Maybe when I get a house or something, but I haven't popped fireworks in a minute.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't mess with them.
You don't? Yeah.
I watch them. I got scarred as a kid because I got hit with some. So.
Oh yeah, fair.
It wasn't nothing major. It was like the residue. So you learn like when the sparks come back down. Yeah, I got
typical
burned.
Firework.
Yeah. I got burned, so I just stopped messing with them. Like I'm cool. I was like 6 or 7 years old. So I was this ain't for me. I just stuck with those little poppers.
Fun. You know those spark too?
Oh, you talking about the little poppers?
Poppers, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know.
They spark if you throw them at night. So it's like
yeah. I know that. I do know they spark, but I mean like I don't mess with the ones where you gotta light them and.
Oh yeah, I got you. Anything with a fuse or anything.
Yeah,
man. I don't know. I like fireworks if they're there. I'm not gonna buy them per se, but like last year I went to my cousin's, popped hell of fireworks with him because he likes to buy them for his kids and stuff, put on the show. So did that, but we used to, typical fireworks shenanigans. I think I already told the story on the show before. Like we have the firework fights and stuff like that. So
yeah.
So
y'all be tripping.
Yeah, we were, but we had fun with them. 4th of July was always fun because I just knew we'd be kicking it with all the cousins.
Yeah, I wouldn't have dared hung out with y'all. I don't play that. That stuff is terrifying to me, man.
Hey man, we played football as well,
Yeah, football's fine, but you're throwing explosives at each other. It's not. I'm not when it's that day. I'm not hanging out that day.
Yeah, that was intermission. Had some fun.
Hey, street football. What's the worst hit you took?
I think I more or less laid a hit on someone.
Okay,
I lowered my shoulder and just hit dude in his chest, like knocked the wind. Like how it makes that hollow sound when you hit someone in their chest.
Yeah.
Did that, dude? Knocked the wind out of him.
That's what happened to me.
For real.
Yeah, it was like this dude. He was on the. I think I might have been in middle school. He was on the high school. Yeah, I had to be in middle school because he was on the high school football team and we didn't go to high school. He went to high school with my brother, but he was a safety. Like he was known, like in high school, he was known as like a hard hitter. Like that was his thing. Like,
yeah,
he laid people out, and we used to watch him on Friday nights do it. And so he lived in the neighborhood though, and so we all got together and played in the back. And I went out there, and I played. This is the last time I played, bro. Because I was a receiver lined up with him and I ran, they threw the ball my direction and he like dove before I caught the ball. He dove and just like, I don't know, was it shoulder or head? Because I wasn't looking. I was turning to get the ball. Next thing I know, like he just right in my gut and I'm just all the wind out of me. Bro, when I tell you, I sat out the next like 3 or 4 plays. I was like, because I was trying to catch my breath. I feel like I needed an inhaler. Like no lie. Like, I was like, I won't play no more. I didn't play no more. I'm not getting it because I was legit. Like I ain't gonna lie to you, I was legit scared after that because I was like, I don't want to play if he out there playing. I think his name was Roger.
If he throwing it like we got pads on or something.
Yeah, and that's fair because it's tackle, but still, I didn't want to get hit. And I'm like, I'm cool.
hit full force on tackle.
Yeah, man, this dude is he was
Wrap
like
him
a
up and
junior.
drag him down.
Yeah, man. I'm like, yeah, y'all hitting for real. Like, I mean, that's cool. It's that's what we do. You play tackle football. It wasn't we stopped playing 2-hand touch when you were a little kid. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
but
I feel you.
yeah, nah, that wasn't for me.
1 second.
Hmm?
Hello. Oh.
Yeah.
Location. At this time, we are assessing the situation. We will work as quickly and safely as possible
lucky
to
my shit
determine the
got turned
reason
back
for this
on.
interruption to your service, and we'll contact you shortly with an.
That's crazy. Yeah, my bad.
No, you good. You good.
But yeah, just
Rick
a little
getting paid.
for everybody. Last week my power went out while we was recording. Just
A
about
fire
15 minutes.
episode.
A fire episode. So disappointed. But we'll be back for a better one. And then just about 15 minutes ago, power went out again. It came back on. But hopefully we get through this with no problems.
The last one, I think we was getting into too much stuff.
Exactly.
And we ain't
too
even
much stuff was being said.
Yeah, we ain't even get into the topic.
Exactly. Big brother was watching for real.
Yeah, turned it off. It was like, all right, let's turn this off. Got it.
Hit the power switch.
I still got it. I still got the episode, so it's all good.
Definitely power didn't come back on until midnight at night. Yeah, so
that's cool. We'll do another one. That one it's gonna be a fire episode, so we'll do another one.
It will be. Got something in store for y'all. So
yeah. It's kind of like deja vu, huh? Speaking of dreams,
right.
What's the craziest dream that you can remember? Or the most memorable dream? I guess not. It don't have to be necessarily crazy, but
no, I think I can tell you this is really the only dream that I remember, and it's from childhood. Just I was down at the park. My house is a couple houses up from the park, so not too far, but big neighborhood park. Just doing whatever outside playing. Sky turns red. Vampires come, and then I just run home. Long story short, I just run home, tell my mom vampires are outside and hide under the bed. But yeah, they were coming. They were basically coming to get chase me to the crib. Typical vampires, like Dracula looking, nothing crazy, like demonic or anything like that. Nothing. No new age vampires. This was just child.
So not like the fast moving.
No, not like
off
that.
The walls. Okay.
No, not like that. No. Yes, man. Come to suck your blood. A whole bunch of those though. It might have been Underworld type though, because Underworld was out at that time, so it might have been playing off of Underworld a little bit.
Oh, okay.
So, but they still were they? Oh yeah, they were fast. They were whooping ass.
Yeah, I'm about to say those were new age. They were definitely fast. They was fighting werewolves. Remember?
Yeah.
When they had the
But no, it wasn't nothing scary like that. But it was terrifying enough to make me go climb in the bed with my parents though, or sleep on the floor next to the bed because my brother was probably already in the bed.
Dang, at 17?
Yeah, 17 is crazy. This is more like 7.
That explains a lot why you was always trying to wake me up and ask me if I was still awake. You was only a year removed from getting out the bed with your parents.
Yeah, right.
Nah, man. Look, yeah, vampires are wild though. They don't scare me, but the movies don't like. I don't be really wanting to watch vampire movies just because I think it's just I don't know. Sometimes they have them either OP or it's just like, or if they're in base like the old vampire movies, it's not really that scary. It's just like
right. I feel you.
You can't come out during the daytime. So I don't really have to worry too much. And they can't even, because I guess like the old ones, they can't just come into your house. Like you have to invite them in, So it's like, it's not really that scary. I don't go out at nighttime. I'm going to be in the house at night anyway. If I don't invite you in, you can't mess with me. So
that's fair.
We never have to interact. But the new age ones, like, I guess like Blade. I never really watched Blade, but like
they ain't really stocking your house, your crib. They just come and find you whenever.
Yeah, exactly. So like that would be a little more terrifying. But like I said, those movies, they didn't ever move me because they were just OP. It's just like, all right, like they're just indestructible at this point.
Yeah,
So
that's fair. What about you? What's your
so I have
dream
a
remember?
couple that one of them I already told, but the basic one that I still kind of have, it's random though. It'll be like it might be years in between when I have it. The other one that I told before, uh that I'm at my house. That one I haven't had that one in a long time. But this one is like I sporadically I had this dream where I wake up anxious because it's like I'm going to school, but it's like my high school, but I'm like my age, and like sometimes like I'm on the basketball team and I'm hooping,
Mm-hmm.
but no matter what in this dream I always have to go to my locker for something, and it's like I need to go there to get a book or something, but I'm usually getting ready for a test. And I for whatever reason the bell rings and I can never remember my locker code. And I start freaking out. And so then I try to
Yo,
look for the paper and I'm like, the little paper that you get to let you know your code. And I'm
yeah,
like, oh, and every time in my head, I either left it at home or it's in the locker. And so like I'm trying to figure out how I can get to the office without getting a tardy. Like it's always this, I'm really anxious the whole time.
yeah,
And so I
yeah.
wake up anxious after that, even though I've been out of school for like 30 years.
Bro, I used to have a similar dream. Mine was more or less, I think it was when we were still in school though. But
Yeah.
it would be the first day of class and I wouldn't know my schedule. Like I would not know my schedule.
Okay. Yep.
And I'd be like, like I'm at home, like where do I go? And then also there's plenty of times where I forgot my locker code. Like
Mhm.
I'm trying to like I don't know my schedule. I forgot my locker code, stuff like that. It's weird.
Yes.
Yeah,
I've
yeah,
had that variant that you talked about too, about not it's the first day and you can't remember your schedule. I've had that
mhm,
one too. But that one was more so like you said when we were actually in school still.
yeah, yeah,
Even like college, high
yeah. College
school.
too. Yeah,
Yeah, it's a frustrating dream because it's like in real life, I'm like, man, I ain't been in school in so long, but but I wake up anxious, and so
yeah,
I feel like those probably mean something. Like,
yeah.
but I don't know what. I guess I got to pay attention to whatever's going on to me at that time. Like,
Like in the
figure it out.
dream around
Yeah,
that scenario.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
And like, is there like a life event that I'm dealing with at the moment that's triggering that type of dream, or is it telling me
Mm,
something to come? Like, I don't know. But
yeah. Okay, so that nice segue because in that case, in that instance, our topic today is if we were able to capture our dreams and like record dreams, essentially,
yeah,
right? Doctors would be able to record dreams. So what if we were able to record that dream where you get to your locker, you
mm-hmm.
walk to your locker, whatever have you, or my dream where I was sitting there, don't know my class schedule, and we can just play that back every time we have that dream and kind of see what's going on around it, and then piece it together. That would
Yep.
be kind of dope.
It would. It actually would. It
That
seems
would
like
be
it'd be
kinda dope.
freaky or like creepy, but so this is what I imagine it would look like. I know you've probably seen this before or a variant of these, but this right here. But like there's like variants of that where it's like they've like, oh, they snuck their phone into a dream because there's a bunch of wild stuff happening.
Yeah.
Uh where's a it was a really good one that it was a bunch of random stuff going on. But I can't find it. I'm not gonna spend the time looking for it. But I
That's
imagine it would look something like that, just a bunch of random events happening.
real
But
talk.
uh but yeah, so they say that there's a device for that. Is that so?
Is that so?
That's what you know. But we can look into it. We can look into it, but let me find the actual link or let me make sure I
If
know.
there is a device to record dreams, it's not known to the public as of yet.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just an idea. So it says like this one is not valid, but we're gonna go with it. Let's talk about it. So it says Japanese researchers. So it says scientists create a unique device to record human dreams. Japanese researchers have crafted a revolutionary device that can record and play back your dreams for you to watch. Yes, you read that right. Imagine being able to watch your dreams if they were movies. This machine enables you to do something similar. This incredible technology employs advancements in brain imaging and artificial science intelligence, reinforcing one to delve into the mysterious realms of dreams in exceptional ways. So I won't go through the whole thing, but basically it's like an MRI. They use like MRI technology
to capture brain waves.
Yeah, to capture brain waves, record the detailed neural activity correlated to dreaming. Scientists at ATR Computational Neuroscience Laboratories and Kyoto have conducted a study in which they observed the volunteers' cognitive activity while being in early stages of sleep. So, I actually want to look them up. ATR, gosh, there we go. All right, what is this? ATR. I wonder if this is a real place.
Computational Neuroscience Laboratories.
Yeah.
I'll read the introduction of
Bet.
the on the site.
Bet.
Brain Information Communication Research Laboratory Group. We
Mhm.
aim to understand the function of the brain through computational neuroscience and to develop a brain-machine interface (BMI) as a basic technology for IT that realizes ITC or ICT technology accessible to all and futuristic communication by applying our obtained knowledge. Cognitive Mechanisms Laboratories is developing communication interfaces that will be available anywhere for anyone by understanding the operating principle of the brain and the combination of brain activity measurement, robot engineering, and computational neuroscience. Neural Information Analysis Laboratories, or NIA, is investigating non-invasive measurements of brain activity and an estimation method to understand brain function, as well as realizing a highly accurate measurement method. We are promoting a simple measurement method with fewer restrictions for successful brain function measurements in various environments.
I was thinking, yeah, if because they were saying they were trying to find a non-invasive way, right?
Mhm.
So basically, kind of like something like a VR set or something, like something that would be like on the head rather than in.
Yeah, probably like would it read eye movements or something like that?
Yeah.
Or
So I would definitely invest in one if that were available.
if it were available in commercially?
Yep. Because here's why. Because I remember vividly, I remember this because I'm still kind of frustrated by this. When I used to do music, right? I wrote a fire song because I remember thinking, like when I was writing it, I was like, oh man, that's kind of hard. Like there was a beat that I was listening to, like, or whatever in my head. But then like the lyrics, I remember there was like these lyrics that I thought, man, oh man, that's groundbreaking. Like that'd be great for me at that time, right?
Yeah.
But then I woke up and I couldn't remember a word of it. But I knew it was fire because at the time I was just vibing like, oh man, this is hard. Like I need to and so I woke up and I was like, I need to write this down, but I could not remember what I was saying. And
Not a lick of it?
Not a lick of it. You know what I did know? I did know the rhythm, like the cadence, but I couldn't get the lyrics and it just wasn't the same. So I started trying to piece stuff in there. Like,
what if it was just a feeling? What if your dream was just a feeling? Like there was never lyrics there. It was just, and you watched it back and it would just be like you going.
It very well could be. It very well could be. I mean, you might not be wrong because I can't remember the lyrics now. So it very well could have been just a feeling, like just a vibe.
Yeah.
But I just know in the dream, I was like, man, this is fire. And then I woke up and I was like, man, what was that?
Yeah, but exactly that point in case, this would be a perfect situation to have one of those devices, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel you.
Because I feel like I've had dreams like that. Like I definitely had the music one. The music one really got to me. But like I think like even like as a person that if you're writing movies or TV scripts or whatever, I feel like dreams are wild places, right? So if you're going in there and you're able to record it, there's so much happening because you go from one scene to the next. It's not always like a linear thing, right? And so you're going from one scene to the next. And I feel like there's aspects of a dream that you can be like, oh man, this would make a great movie. Like, what if I were to take this particular scene? I'll go back to 317 real quick right there. And then just like take that snippet and like, all right, I'm about to write this as a movie, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah. That would be dope.
Yeah.
I'm sure for me, bro, like I don't remember my dreams now. So that would obviously allow me to rewatch my dreams and what activity I have when I do sleep. So that'd be sick. But what if our dreams, would they be proprietary? Because you're talking about like writing movie scripts. What if first, would your dreams be private? Are they only available for you to see? Like, do you have to put a password in? Is it a biometric screen that allows you to view your dreams, you know?
Or to be in a cloud.
Or would it be in the cloud, right? Where if someone's savvy enough, they might have access and can kind of, because your dreams are essentially your ideas.
Yeah.
And if you stealing dreams, is that stealing ideas? Is that stealing intellectual IP? Stealing intellectual property?
That's actually a really good question, because now it comes into play. There's a I guess essentially a slippery slope here, because what if you're dreaming about something that somebody else did? But your dream has a twist to it, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you're adding a twist to it. So then who gets the? Because like say you created something, like maybe you created a.
Saying now,
I'm saying, like maybe you created something like a video, a skit, or like maybe you had like a clothing idea, right? That you was showing me that you had drew down, like you had wrote down or drew down or something like that, and I saw it. But then when I went to bed that night, I dreamed it, and I dreamed about like turning it into like, you know, an action figure or something. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, but that was really your idea. I just dreamt it being this, and then I turned it into that. So then. You see what I'm saying? Like, then it can get a little muddy. So that's actually a really good question, because I don't know. Because I feel like money hungry people are not going to allow it to be proprietary. Like, I feel like they'll make it. Okay. I would imagine it's like, all right, like cell phones, right? The information on our cell phones is ours to an extent.
Yeah.
But your service provider can access aspects of it, right? Like they can access your search history, text messages, all that stuff if need be, right? They don't just do it. So I would imagine it would be something similar to that then.
Same. There'd be some type of regulation around it, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Or fortunately, who knows?
That part might be a little bit like make me a little apprehensive, but because I have a cell phone, if it operates in that way, I might not
market to install dreams
to like implement, like Inception.
Inception. Like people like say it be therapy, or say they just want to dream something, you know, happy or experience something like that. I can see them trying to develop something like that. And
you know what's going to happen though?
It's
going to be a subscription.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And
you gotta pay for them.
Yeah. And so but the problem is that there's always a free version of every like app, right? Yeah. And what do those free versions come with?
You get the minute dream.
Yeah, but they usually come with ads.
Oh, ads.
So now in your dreams, it'll be like that Black Mirror episode. It's like now you've got ads in your dreams, because like you're trying to implement, like if you're trying to do like Inception, you're trying to put a dream in your head rather than dream one yourself. It's like now if you don't want to pay for that subscription or whatever, then all right, here comes a Chick-fil-A ad. And so like now when you wake up, because you know sometimes like when you have a dream, you wake up and you want something that you may have had in the dream. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so like if you keep getting Chick-fil-A ads, then you're gonna wake up like, well, I'm trying to get some Chick-fil-A.
Yeah. And then stats will come out that 40% of the app users experienced a weight gain, and Chick-fil-A
sure.
experienced
For
record profits.
Hey, but you know what they would need to make though, and it would be kind of dope, is a social media app for dreams.
How so? What do you mean?
So like you can post your clips,
Oh,
right?
hell no.
Like if you have a dope dream, like think about it. Like, all right, think about you dream about you snowboarding, right? But you do a trick that maybe you're practicing in real life, but in your dream you perfected it. And
No,
then you like, hey, I'm about to post this bug.
might as well be AI at that point.
It's the dream. No, because it came from your brain. It's not computer generated. It's from your brain.
Yeah.
I guess it is kind of computer generated, but it came from you though.
Not for me.
It's the dream.
I don't think I sign up for that app.
Dream book.
Or I have an account that's inactive, just looking at everybody else's dreams.
Bro, that'll be dope. Man, you see how many likes you would get?
Great dream, bro. Awesome dream.
That dream's dope, man.
Dope dream.
Fire emojis.
Yeah. Fire emojis. How'd you come up with this dream?
Hey, can you imagine live streaming a dream?
No.
So would you need to be asleep or awake for that? Oh, so could you? Because I'm thinking about like, all right, if you live stream a dream, would you need to be awake to view it or sleep?
Shoot.
And if you're asleep, would you need it in some type of Inception app to be able to view another person's dream that's live streaming?
No, I would assume that if they live stream the dream, you could just watch on your normal computer. That's what I would hope.
Oh, so okay, they're asleep, but the dream is playing.
Yeah, the dream is
okay.
And you're watching and we're chatting with each other and all that.
Does that not make it creepy though?
No, not if that's what they want to do.
Technically, you're watching somebody sleep at that point.
True, but
people do that now.
Is it going to be the dream on the screen, or is it like the dream playing and then like in the corner is them sleep? Like you see,
I think it'd be like that. Because it's like it's like when people do like gaming streaming the games, and they always have their face in the corner or something like that.
Yeah,
I guess you can, but you can change that. It doesn't have to be your face there. But I would imagine that if you're like a influencer, you probably want your, I don't know, your brand or whatever. So,
right. That's what my next question would be: is could anyone get banned then because they're dreaming? They can't really.
Ooh.
Or would it be like software that automatically censors some bullshit like that?
Well, I would imagine because like because it can get pretty crazy, huh? Because you can't necessarily control every aspect of a dream,
right?
I don't know. I guess that's a good question because like I don't know what the regulations would look like because like what would be off limits? You know what I mean? Because streaming in real life, there's things that's off limits. Obviously, you can't just say whatever you want or do whatever you want, but it is a lot more lenient than some other. I don't know. That's a good question.
Maybe they would. No, it's live stream. You can't edit.
Because I imagine you don't want to have a dream where there's like violence going on, right?
Right. Yeah. Violence, nudity.
Oh, but you know what though? But could you pass it off as this is like a movie because there's nobody really being involved? Because movies have it in them, like any action movie.
Okay, so they could do like viewer rating, like ratings, mature ratings for the streamers. Okay, that could solve one problem. Yeah, that's fair. That could solve that.
That changes the whole making money while you sleep.
Yeah, it does. What if like for the ads they had to wake up and do the ad during the dream? So in the corner it would be them and they'd be like,
they pop up.
Yeah, they pop up.
This is brought to you by BetterHelp.
This is brought to you by BetterHelp. Lift up their sleep mask.
Yo, you know what? They can have it. I don't want that. I'm not trying to wake up.
Another thought I had was, okay, so you get to watch someone's dreams on screen, right? On stream. So you get to see their dreams progress or how if they have reoccurring dreams. What if their dreams start turning like kind of dark and like aspects of their real life starts leaking into the dream, and say like they trying to plan a kidnap or do some harm to somebody or something like that.
Yeah.
It could kind of give them away. So what if something like that happened? A streamer all of a sudden stopped streaming, and then some story came out in their town. Like,
So now that's where investigations open up.
yep.
And it's like, I guess now that's going to be person to person, because it's just like, if you know you got some crazy stuff going on, you probably shouldn't be a dreamer. You see what I did there?
Yeah.
But I don't know. That's actually really good, because could you be convicted on a dream or indicted?
No, I would say not, but yeah, okay.
But it will at least open you up to being looked at, though, huh? Because like you said, if you dream about something that actually happened in your area, then if somebody says, hey, I just saw this and that was in the newspaper, that's crazy that they dreamed about them doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And then they start an investigation. Ew.
Exactly.
There's a lot to there's a lot to that.
People's thoughts that are very personal.
I think if I was younger, if I was like in college, I might be a dreamer.
I think I was or if there's an event maybe in my life that I'm curious about. If there's a lot of brain activity going on during the day, then I know there'd probably be a lot of brain activity going on during the night about it.
Yeah.
And maybe try to capture that.
Yeah. That might be fun. I wouldn't do it now. That's too invasive.
If you keep it on the light side, if it's like, say, no recording, say you wake up, you watch your dream, it deletes forever, I could get with that. But anything else, that's a lot.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to stream it, but I wouldn't mind like recording it for myself.
Yeah, exactly. Personally.
Yeah, for sure. But I might clip that mug though. If it's dope, I might clip it. Like, bro, okay, I had a dream. I've actually had this dream like maybe 2 or 3 times. It hasn't been a lot, but I can remember when I've had them. I had a dream, and it's super random. I had a dream that I was rapping on stage with Method Man and Redman. Like, it was like it was just like at a kind of like a college show, but it was a big venue.
Yeah.
But I was like rapping on stage with Method Man and Redman. I don't remember what I was saying. I was on stage with them, and I've had that dream 2 or 3 times, and it's the most random thing because I don't even listen to Method Man and Redman. I think they dope. I just don't listen to I don't listen to their songs like that.
Right. No, that's okay.
But I think like that right there, right? I would clip that. Yeah, I would clip that for sure. Like, how dope that would be.
I would too.
Yeah.
Like, hey, y'all, look what I did.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, I was rapping with some goats. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what you talking about?
Hold my own.
Yeah.
They congratulated me.
They did congratulate me. They did. It's like, oh, that's dope. Like, whatever they say, Yeah. But yeah, they did congratulate me. It was a nice thing. But I mean, that's not gonna happen in real life. I don't think.
Maybe.
I don't know when or why that would ever happen.
Maybe, yeah. Who knows though? Maybe it's a premonition.
Maybe. But that if that day were to come, that would be wild. Because I wouldn't know how it would even get to that point.
Right.
Because I don't even do music no more. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah. Like what events will even possibly lead to that scenario?
Right. It's like, well, why are we here?
It's like, all right,
cool. Unless it's like a scene from a movie or something. Now maybe that now probably.
How High 3?
How High 3? Yeah. They should have did a second one. They should have did the second one. I ain't no knock to who's it? DC Young Fly and Yachty. There's no knock to them. Yeah. I just wish that Method Man and Redman would have created a second one because that first one was dope.
Same. When it's just obviously we know why they didn't now because it's just old. Like, don't make sense. Yeah, but back then it would have been dope.
Yeah, they should have. Yeah. Sometimes it don't work, but I wish they would have did it though. They should have did that like maybe a couple years after.
Yeah. Like 5, maybe. Yeah. 5.
Because I really wanted to see how that story ended. Because they just told them they could stay in there as long as they want, and
exactly
that was it.
They was like, all right. Yeah.
But yeah,
Man, dreams are mysterious.
yeah. If you could control them though, what would you want to get out of a dream if you can control it?
Answers maybe?
Answer to what?
I don't know. Questions that I would have, I don't know. But how would I get answers if I don't know it and the dreams are coming from my brain, obviously.
Yeah.
So,
See, I think I would. Yeah, I think I would use it to like replace scenarios. You know what I mean?
okay.
Like maybe a scenario like, all right, like auditioning, right? If I lose an audition, I would probably do it to see how I could have did that audition differently to prepare for next time. Yeah, to be like, all right, maybe I was like, I didn't stay in character all the way through, or I didn't enunciate well, or whatever it may be. Maybe I could have changed the outfit and went with this. My lighting was, I don't know. I would have used it to like see a different angle of what I'm doing, and then just prepare myself for the next time. Like, all right, I just won't make that mistake next time,
Okay.
and just try to play it out as many times as I could in that dream sequence.
That's a good, I like that. I guess mine would be then kind of same vein a little bit. Mine would be to train mentally. Like it may not be the physical aspect of doing whatever I'm training for, but at least training my mind and having the thought or learning the game or whatever. So try to do that. Try to play a game or train somehow.
We had a question that was, or a scenario that we vaguely talked about a long time ago, one of the early episodes that was similar, but we were talking more so like about deja vu and stuff. But we were talking about how like lucid dreaming, that's what it was. Lucid dreaming. Remember where people have learned, they learn how to be able to control their dreams to an extent.
Mm-hmm.
And what we would use it for, because they use it for that purpose, to train. But to train themselves, like, all right, for example, maybe try to learn.
That's where I got the idea from then. Yep.
Yeah. So, but that would be a great way to use it. Like if you can control your dreams, that's a great way to use it, to train yourself mentally for something, prepare yourself. Because, I mean, at that point, you can utilize your whole day. You know what I mean? Like now you've got 8 hours of training because you're not doing anything but sleeping, and you don't necessarily have to wake up physically exhausted.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know what that does to your mental. I would hope it wouldn't do anything more, because I mean, it's just dreaming. So
yeah, no dream.
Yeah,
dream sequence.
Yeah,
that would be. I think both of those are cool ass scenarios.
Yeah,
cool ass uses for that.
Oh, okay. And I would probably use it to create a movie. If I could control my dream, I use it to create like a movie.
Oh, okay.
Or I might create a series, and then when we talk about clipping it, I got me a TV show,
baby. Already from the dream. Hey,
I ain't gotta write nothing.
You got a hack right there.
Ain't gotta hire no actors or actresses. Hey,
100% produced.
Hey, me and
directed.
Denzel Washington, our co-star.
Script written by.
Produced. I'm getting all the credits.
Yeah.
I'm doing Equalizer 10, baby. I'm taking over for Denzel. Denzel trained me, and then to take over for his spot.
Right.
Yeah. Nah. I'm good. There we go. And I'm putting it out.
Dope. That'd be dope. Y'all tell us, what would you use the dream machine for?
Yeah.
Or if you could control your dreams, what would you do? Mm-hmm. How would you control your dreams, and what would you want to get out of it?
Yeah,
that'd be. I think our ideas are pretty solid.
I think so. I think so. This is an interesting thing, because I ain't gonna lie. I would be intrigued for them to actually create it for real, and it'd be a real thing. I want to see it. I'd want to see it done first. Like any technology, I'd never want to be the first one to do it.
No shit over here.
Yeah. But once they like, oh yeah, no, it's safe. Everybody got. I'm like, cool. Let me try this out. I might try it out. So
But it's night.
Right. You ain't got to use it every night. Just every
exactly.
And then just let's jump into this wiki then.
Let's get it.
Where do we want to start at?
Start at Dream.
Dream. Okay.
Yeah.
And we're ending where?
Stoplight.
Stoplight. Okay.
Yeah.
We in the red light district. Oh, they pulled up some
This
traffic lights. That would have been dope to have like a dorm room.
Huh?
Have a traffic light in a dorm room or like a college apartment.
Oh yeah. No.
Traffic light.
Wait. There is a stop. Yeah, we gotta do traffic light.
Traffic light. All right. So it looked like this.
Yeah.
All right.
Red light means we're getting busy. Yellow means got company. Green is open.
There's always something like that in a college apartment.
Yeah.
Maybe like
Yeah.
the pedestrian crossing.
Yeah, pedestrian crossing sign, construction sign. Yeah.
Construction sign is crazy.
That'll be a good one. But
Yeah.
all right. Is this Dream? Yep.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Wiki. All right.
Traffic light.
I give y'all now. I'm thinking about the construction sign. It's crazy.
Knocking walls down.
Drilling. Oh my goodness. See. Oh my goodness.
Jackhammering,
Yeah. I didn't want to say it.
Like you said, drilling. I was like, it's just sitting there.
Yeah. I had another one too. I'm just gonna leave it alone though. I'm gonna leave it alone. That's crazy. All right, let me stop. I gotta focus. All right, let's see. Go to traffic light. I ain't even got the first page, man.
Okay, see.
I don't want to click the wrong link though.
Right.
Let's go. Let's do this.
Okay, that's not exactly what I thought.
Nope.
Oh, that's the wrong one. That's why.
Let's go to. Oh, I got something.
Okay, here we are.
I know I'm getting close. You don't. Oh no, brother.
Okay.
I gotta be getting close.
That's what I was saying. I gotta be out here.
Goodness, come on.
Come on, where's that? Apps. I think I might do that one.
Let's go to this. I might have went a little too far.
Yes. Yeah, I did the wrong thing. Damn it. Dang it.
Man.
I was at a good spot too. Now I picked the wrong one.
I'm making my way downtown.
Walking past.
Faces passing them homebound. Doom doom. I know I'm getting there.
Oh, here. Okay. We're back to it.
Let's go here.
Apps.
Oh, this got to be in here somewhere.
Right? Okay, that's where I'm going. Wait. Yes, let's try that.
Oh, they being whack.
Oh, shit, I think I got it.
You got it?
Oh, not yet.
I know I'm right there. Come on.
Yeah, I have to be there too. Oh, shit. Here. This has to be the area. No?
Did you find it?
No. I feel like this is truly a race.
Because I know I'm right there.
Traffic. Looking for my traffic.
Feeling kind of car sick. There's a Ford Maverick. Come on, man. Dang it. I just found it. I just found it. Here.
Maybe 30 seconds.
I was hyped too. I was about to play around. I was about to sit here and be like, let me chill. I was like, nah, because Rick getting close. My heart dropped. I looked up and saw your phone. I was like, no, I was right there.
Oh man. That was my first. Dang. Okay, that was my first time doing that successfully.
Good
And
game, man.
have
Good
a
game.
genuine reaction. Thanks, bro. All right, traffic light.
Mhm.
I was sitting in traffic forever. Literally, I was on traffic, and then emergency vehicle lighting, strobe light, stroboscope, timing light. That was the wrong thing I clicked. Strobe light, trance, vision, dream sequence, and then dream.
Oh dang! So you had a few. I think you were less than me because I was at traffic light, at traffic congestion, traffic collision, police officer, powers of the police in Scotland, police Scotland. I was Google Street View. I thought I was going to right there, list of Street View services.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a lot. Google Maps, satellite imagery, image, and then dream.
I was what were you looking at from dream?
Image.
What was your idea?
So I was thinking that I can find like street signs. So I thought that would be like in somewhere around there, because like there's a street sign of traffic lights.
Yeah,
let you know there's a traffic light coming up, and so I thought I would find something like that.
Okay.
It just took a lot more for me to get there. And then once I got to Google Maps, I was like, I got to be there because they got traffic signs and stuff like that. Yeah, so I didn't find the right stuff.
I thought light, like the flashing for trans, like getting a trans from a light. So I don't know. My thought worked. I was kind of surprised on that, actually.
Well, yeah, it clearly worked. You won.
Facts. But good shit. Good shit.
Yeah, good stuff, man. That was a good game.
Yeah.
That was a good game.
That was fun. But yeah, y'all, like we said, drop your dreams in the comments, man. That so too. I want to hear some dreams.
So we could crush them.
Yeah.
Forget your dreams. You ain't gonna make it. No, play.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, drop your dreams in the comments, man.
Yeah.
Would y'all invest in, if it was commercial to be able to get a dream recorder? Would you get one?
Right. How much would you pay? What's your price threshold for that type of?
What would you pay if you were to buy one? How much? What is the most you would pay for it?
They would be selling it for like $800 at least. Yeah. At least. Probably no more than a $1,000. I might invest $1,000 in it.
I'm cheap.
Yeah.
It would be $300. I can't afford it.
Old system, yes, $300.
It's got to be the same price as, like, if it costs more than the VR, like significantly more.
Yeah,
I go up to like $5. I'll say that. I'll go up to $5. Okay. Anything over $5, I can't do it.
That's fair. I would have to wait, and see the use case and see like what people get out of it, what they say they get out of it, and all that before I drop a stack. But maybe, So y'all, let us know.
Yeah.
But and then also, we already said Happy Independence Day.
Yeah. Independence Day. Oh, and also to our brothers and sisters, we missed it, but happy Juneteenth.
Definitely.
So we want to make sure that we say that as well, because that's a very important day to us all. So
facts. I'm glad you brought that up for sure. So we did. We had a lot going on.
Yeah, it was definitely a lot going on
between that recording that we getting in now. So
all
right.
Yep,
for sure.
But yeah, y'all make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, hit that notification. Bing! Ding! And as always, that's been another week of the Rick and Jordy Podcast. I'm one half of your host, Jordy.
And I'm the other half of your host, Rick.
We out of here, y'all.
Peace.